Large-scale capital improvement programs are intricate, multi-year endeavors. Whether managing task order contracts for design services or executing multi-year job order contracting, the sheer volume of work scales rapidly. That scale introduces immense financial pressure. Project management teams must track hundreds of moving parts, multiple funding sources, and millions of dollars stretching across long, complex timelines. Relying on manual tracking, ballpark estimates, and rule-of-thumb percentages creates immediate blind spots. Spreadsheets fracture, data falls out of sync, and visibility into actual spending disappears. Pushing multi-year capital projects through a manual financial system leads to miscalculations and operational chaos. Without real-time visibility, financial liabilities quietly pile up. Teams sign contracts and authorize changes long before accounting sees a record of it. Then, failure arrives. A massive invoice hits the ledger for unvalidated work, immediately shattering the budget constraints. Preventing this requires an automated enforcer that sits between the project team and the general ledger, a mechanism that intercepts and evaluates costs the exact moment they are proposed. To survive, a capital program must automatically validate every single dollar before it is spent. Trimble Unity Construct utilizes a dedicated cost module featuring built-in cost control validations to enforce financial discipline. The system operates on a simple trigger. Every time a commitment, an invoice, or a budget change is added or modified, an automatic check is run against the approved budget rules. Those rules operate on 3 distinct tiers, starting with the uncontrolled setting. The uncontrolled setting tracks all costs, but it allows commitments and general invoices to exceed the approved budget amount. Data points pass right through the system, accommodating the fluid, shifting early stages of a project. While highly flexible, operating entirely without system restrictions places the ultimate burden of financial risk entirely on human oversight. For tighter security, administrators move to Tier 2, the controlled total setting. This establishes a master cap for project spending. The system evaluates every transaction in real time. If a combination of commitments and invoices pushes the total past the overarching approved project budget, the gate slams shut, preventing the transaction. To manage granular spending, Tier 3 applies controls by line item. This acts as an administrative micromanager. It strictly limits spending on highly specific budget line items, ensuring that funds allocated for structural steel are never accidentally spent on interior finishes. Administrators must follow a strict operational rule. You can loosen restrictions at any time, moving from a controlled budget to an uncontrolled one. But once costs are flowing, you cannot retroactively tighten the grip. Selecting the appropriate control tier dictates the project's financial security and operational flow. Because Trimble Unity Construct automatically integrates document functions with cost management, teams eliminate redundant manual data entry. When a change order moves through the approval process, it brings its supporting documentation with it and instantly updates the committed costs in the central ledger. This immediate automated integration forms the baseline required to move away from rough estimates and into disciplined, precise financial forecasting. This documentation outlines the specific logic driving real-time reporting. Metrics like percent cost complete and projected over or under are calculated automatically, derived directly from actual invoices divided by projected commitments. Accurate forecasting removes chaotic guesswork from the project management process, replacing it with measurable, mathematical certainty. Multi-year capital improvement projects carry heavy risks, massive budgets, and relentless operational pressure. By utilizing strict system guardrails, teams trade a chaotic pile of uncontrolled expenses for a clean, perfectly organized ledger of rigidly validated project dollars. Automated validations act as the project's financial skeleton, ensuring spending never drifts outside the approved budget. Trimble Unity Construct's cost controls provide the mathematical assurance that what is promised on paper is exactly what is delivered in reality.